So this morning, I've been telling people to look it up, and maybe it's just better to read it because you hear the words of God, and then you can see the understanding versus just physically reading it and not saying it out loud. In Psalm 37, fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall be soon cut down like grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, and thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. That judgment is righteous judgment. Reading a book and not judging by the cover. Rest in the Lord, wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger, forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while the wicked shall not be, yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. The poor and needy are not necessarily just the physical poor and needy, because you will entertain angels unawares. They're here, I've seen them. They're all around us. The poor and needy are those who are lost, those who you see the world condemning. They need guidance. Jesus had the worst of the worst at his table, guys. How are they going to know the love of God if you don't show it to them? That's how a tree is known. If there's a bunch of unrighteous judgment, justice means to get even, to be just. But there is a balance. That's why you read a book by its cover. And when the 12th apostle was chosen, it was between Justice and Matthias. Matthias means a gift of God. Are you going to choose Justice, or are you going to choose Matthias? Because none of us are innocent. We all deserve the penalty. There's not none righteous, no, not one. That's why it's a gift of God, and we have to share that with others. And we're going to continue. Their swords shall enter into their own heart, their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, they shall consume away. Dust. The wicked borroweth and pay not again, but the righteous sheweth mercy and giveth. For such be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. Removed. It's not what the false prophets say. The meek inherit the earth, just as Noah and just as Lot. The only way to be removed, other than God obliterating you completely because his love is so pure, is the penalty of death. That's the only way to save the soul. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord shall uphold him with his hand. I have been young and now old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. You got to remember, when it says you're not begging for bread, it's not the physical bread, guys. This is the bread of the word. Didn't Jesus say he's the bread of life? It's words. Are you eating stale, old, moldy bread that you hear from the world? Or are you hearing the word of God that is the bread of life? Don't be deceived. All's being revealed. Let's continue. Verse 27. Depart from evil and do good. Dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsake not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. The wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passeth away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. The end of that man is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord, and their strength is in the time of trouble. The Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trusted in him. The wicked are cut off. We have warned the wicked to turn from their ways to remain. If they do not do so, they cannot extend their time. It's from the word of God. This land was created for the Father's creation. That is all that is going to remain. The false prophets and their lies are thrown down. This world's not destroyed. We are the dust of the earth. And the love of God being so pure, you don't even have to worry about not being around anybody. If he reveals himself within you, and he's not covered like with Moses on the mount with the storms and the lightnings and the thunders, the covering is your protection. Don't be afraid. Call out to him. He's protecting you. He's showing you his love, because he doesn't want you destroyed. If you're not of the pure of heart, you'll be utterly obliterated and go to dust like you never existed. When you see those storms, call out to the Father. He will hear you and he will answer you. He's faithful and true. He's the only one we can depend on. We can't depend on man in this time. Man is going to fail you. Haven't you lived the past 4 or 5 years now? How man has failed us for their own selfish greed, and they are falling. You know why they are falling? Their base they build on are the people. Once so many people, trees down, once those people are taken out, they can't trade them anymore. And once so many are gone, it backfires on them and they lose everything. That's what we're seeing happen in the world today. But don't worry, because of the world, the evil and the wickedness of the world, they're going to change their ways or they won't be here. The Father has already spoke that. They have been forewarned, and the blood is not on our hands. And there will be a nation born in a day. We're in the valley of decision, and we're coming out of that valley to go up on the mountain, and we're screaming from the mountaintops, praising the Father's name, because his judgment is righteous. It's time to decide. Who are you going to be? For mammon, man, or God?